Car manufacturers love April Fool's Day. It's a chance for what is normally a pretty conservative industry to let loose and show customers just how fun and laid back they are. They make fake announcements or produce dumb promo videos for cars or features.
Excuse me, who are you?
I saw the post for a new host.
No, it's not for the show.
Okay. All right. Sorry. Guys, follow me on Instagram at SurroundPhotoSucks. Y'all check me out Twitter, IG. Hit me up on FaceSpace.
Car manufacturers love April Fool's Day. It's a chance for what is normally a pretty conservative industry to let loose and show customers just how fun and laid back they are. Today is April 1st, so you're probably seeing a whole new batch of trite pranks that fool no one. But let's take a look at some April Fool's pranks of years past that are just the worst. I am so thankful Donut has never done any April Fool's jokes. Number 1. Last year, Hyundai created a fake promotional video with the title, "Inside Hyundai's Secret Proving Ground." You think it's just a straightforward promo video showing the i30N hatchback drifting around a test course until, hold on.
Cacao Corner. Chocolate! Chocolate! Chocolate!
Hyundai is so goofy that they covered one of the corners on their test track in cocoa powder because out of all the materials they tested, cocoa shows the tire treads and aerodynamics the best. What? You could be using that cocoa for chocolate milk. Actually, I'm kind of over milk. I mean, this is beyond dumb. There's about 3 more minutes of the video still hammering the same joke. Oh look, this is the team making the chocolate, and here's the car in the chocolate. And what's the point of this video again? Chocolate! Number 2. In 2011, BMW got everyone's hopes up with a fake M3 truck concept. They went so far as to make a working version, and it looks sick. I would totally drive this thing. BMW stated the tiny truck's V8 made 414 horsepower and weighed 50 kilograms less than the M3 Coupe. Leave it to the Germans to make a legitimately cruel April Fool's prank. If you're listening, BMW, please make this truck. Small pickups are making a comeback, and I think it would be a great business decision. Sincerely, me and the rest of the world. Number 3. Once in a while, car companies will even do the same prank. On April Fool's Day in 2014, Skoda introduced the Yeti Ice. This Czech crossover was supposedly covered in white faux fur created by engineers working in the Himalayas. You know, where the Yetis be at.
Welcome to the Himalayas!
McLaren introduced the feather wrap 3 years later in 2017.
We call it biomimicry.
This wrap was made of 10,000 unique carbon veined feathers. While being extremely technically impressive, that's basically the same joke as Skoda.
Biomimicry.
Try better, McLaren. BMW again pulled the same prank last year, albeit a much lazier version. They introduced the X2 in a new digital camo wrap. Putting a wrap on a car is not a prank. Legitimately disappointed in you, and you should feel ashamed. I guarantee you there's at least a dozen real versions of this being driven by club promoters in Miami. They probably saw that and was like, oh, hell yeah, dude, this looks sick. Number 4. One is a prank, not a prank. How about when it causes the company to actually lose money? I am of course referring to last year's tweets by Elon Musk, in which he himself posted a pic with a cardboard sign reading, "Bankrupt," in front of Tesla. Bankrupt. Elon is no stranger to pranks and stunts, but this one was pretty poorly timed. Tesla had just had one of their worst weeks ever, which included manufacturing bottlenecks and recalls. And after this tweet, stocks in Tesla fell 5%.
You know what? Is that actually happened?
Number 5. Not all April Fool's pranks are horrible though. Sometimes they are very believable. The Jeep Grill was an entirely plausible option that you could see on a Jeep. And you know Wrangler heads would actually buy this thing if it was real. Hell, I would buy a Jeep just to have this feature. And I don't even like being outdoors or grilling or having fun or hanging out with people or really anything besides being in my room in the dark. Number 6. While everybody out here getting goofy, Lexus pulled a downright creepy prank. The Genetic Select program was a fictional collaboration with 23andMe that used people's DNA to custom tailor a car for them. If you have sensitive skin, the windows tint to protect you. If you're nearsighted, the windshield will focus for you. It was an eerily dystopian and somewhat realistic glimpse at the future. And the worst part of this whole fantasy, you have to lick the steering wheel to start the engine. Ugh, I don't even know where my own hands have been. Number 7. On April Fool's Day 2016, Mini introduced the Hipster hatch, a nod to the fact that most of their clientele are in that demographic. The outside is plaid like the shirt of a microbrew enthusiast from Austin. The seats are upholstered with acid-washed denim, I can't say it! The seats are upholstered with acid-washed denim. The stereo has dual tape layers with an old-school equalizer. The windows are tinted with Instagram filters, but my favorite detail, there's only one gear, an homage to fixed gear bicycles that hipsters ride. Everyone knows hipsters love having one gear. I should know, I ride one.
Gears and beers, baby.
Number 8. Romanian carmaker Dacia made a play on their most popular model, the Sun Darrow, in 2017. The Sun Darrow was a joke car with tanning bed lights.
Dacia Sun Darrow. Dacia Sun Darrow.
Get it? Sun Darrow. Sun Darrow. The ad ran in the UK where there isn't much sunlight and people love dry humor. Well, let us know if you're from the UK and thought the Sun Darrow is funny. Number 9. Opel did a funny one year and came out with a car inspired by the Rio World Cup. The Opel Astra Copacabana had everything from Brazilian flag colored stripes on the outside to grass covered seats to a caipirinha dispenser. That's Brazil's national cocktail for all you out of the loop like myself. I couldn't even pronounce it 5 seconds ago. The video is very cringy and has a level of acting and editing you'd expect from a commercial for a local dealership.
Palm trees, football, respect.
Remember, this was put out by a multi-billion-dollar company.
Respect.
It was so poorly received that Opel's pinned comment is an apology for the video. I guess they didn't like the sound.
Respect.
Number 10.
Here's a wholesome one to round out our list of the best, worst April Fool's pranks by car companies. BMW of New Zealand ran an ad in newspapers on April 1st of 2015 that looked like an obvious prank. The ad description said that if you bring in your old car to the dealership and ask for a guy named Tom, you get a new BMW. Obviously, most people were too smart to fall for it, considering the ad said in big block letters, April Fool's Day special. But one woman named Tiana Marsh decided there was no harm in trying and actually brought in her 15-year-old Nissan, asked for Tom, and was immediately rewarded with a brand new Beamer. That's an April Fool's joke I can get behind. It's no mystery why car companies do stupid pranks like these. I still can't get the Cocoa Road out of my head.
Cacao Corner.
Respect.
I'm just glad that Donut has never stooped that low, right?
April Fools!
Yeah, you know it'd be a really funny prank if you like this video. Yeah, oh yeah, subscribe to the Donut so you never miss an episode of WheelHouse, a show where a weird dude who still buys metal t-shirts at the age of 26. Follow me on Instagram at Nolan Sykes. Follow Donut at Donut Media. Be nice. I'll see you next time.